Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today in this video we're going to be taking a look at supposedly the Rubicon Trail on SpinTires MudRunner. Now, basically what this is a map available on the Steam Workshop that is, quite frankly, massive, but you can only spawn in with one vehicle, which is kind of weird, and honestly, in my opinion, it kind of sucks because what if you want to, what if you want to drive, say, an FJ40 like this, and then your friend wants to drive, I don't know, like a Jeep JK or something? You won't have that option because you can only spawn in with one specific vehicle. So it's one of those things where it's like, you know, maybe multiple vehicles at the start would have been a really good choice, especially for a map like this, like the freaking Rubicon Trail, you know? So basically, this map is supposedly a one-to-one replica of the elevation map of the Rubicon or something like that. And according to the description, he wanted to make it a full-on Rubicon replica, but couldn't do it because of the space constraints of the game, which I understand. But at the same time, even saying that it's like an elevation replica of the Rubicon, that's a bold claim, because recreating anything like that is like a huge deal. Game companies spend years trying to get things like that right, and I'm not sure how he's been able to do this. But I'm going into this map with an open mind, obviously, and I'm going to well, I say obviously, but basically, I'm going into this map with as open of a mind as I can, because those are some pretty big claims, and we're gonna see if it's a good map. We're gonna basically judge the map on the sense, kind of on the grounds of, does it make a good trail riding map? I'm gonna kind of disregard anything about like oh, it's a replica of the Rubicon Trail, oh, this and that and the other. I'm gonna just come at it from the sense of, is this a good off-roading based, crawling based, trail riding based map? So with that out of the way, I'm excited to see what this map has to offer. Now, there's already been like multiple trails that we could have turned off on, and I'm not sure where any of them go. That's the thing. I'm not sure where any of them go. So right now, I'm trying to find that watch point, because this seems to be the way to get to it, and it seems like it's, I see you. Let me go through here through these trees, and oh god, we'll go through here through the trees, and we're gonna go ahead and discover that. And it is actually on its own little road over here, so we might actually just stick with this trail. Let's see how much. Oh, that revealed a good bit, but at the same time, you look at the map and you're like, oh crap. So that was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 watch points. That's a lot of watch points. Even for a big map, that's a lot of watch points. So with that being said, it's kind of it's weird, because you're like, oh, one vehicle from the start. You're like, oh, this must be a small map. Not necessarily. It's actually very large, and I'm not sure how I feel about all of these loose rocks everywhere. They just inflict so much damage on the vehicles that I don't know if they're worth it to put on the maps. I mean, they force you to drive slow, and that, I understand the dynamic of that. Like, they're forcing you to drive like you actually would, and that makes sense, right? That makes sense if you're going for a realistic themed map. You want people to have to drive slow on your trails, because that's how they would drive it in real life. But on the other hand, if you're just trying to discover a map, you're like, huh, I don't necessarily want to go this slow. So we've got another trail that goes down that way, and then this kind of goes just straight ahead directly. So I'm gonna see, so we have a little fork in the road right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and also repair my rig. Oh dude, it comes with so many repair points. We are not gonna need to be concerned about damaging this thing with all of these repair points. Like, dude, we are good to go. So let me go ahead and head down this particular trail and see if I can find anything interesting over on this side of the map. Now, the biggest thing for me is I want to see what they've done in terms of incorporating trail riding like this with maybe hills, steep hills, and rocks. And I haven't really found the steep hills or the rocks yet. Doesn't mean they're not here, just means that we haven't found them yet. Now, if we explore the whole map and we can't find any of them, then they're not there. But I'm not going to say that they're not here until I've actually explored the map and just to see if they are actually here. And if they are, then that's cool. They've done a really good job if that's the case. So let me see if there's a... Wow, I didn't realize how much this thing dove under braking. That's a lot. Like, that's a lot. All right, I'm going to go right, but I'm also hoping that I didn't go the wrong way in terms of getting, like, over to that particular watch point. Okay, I'm starting to get the feel of this. It's like we got a little bit more of a drop off on the side now, but then it kind of goes away. That's weird. Normally you would have like areas that would be really, really like kind of focused on one aspect, like cliff sides, and then you'd have another area that would be a little bit more focused on, like, you know, like dense woods and trails and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and see. Oh my god, this thing just loves to, it loves to, like, the automatic transmission in this rig likes to hunt around for gears, and I'm not the biggest fan of vehicles that do that. But I like this thing's capabilities, so I'm willing to just, you know, I'm willing to mess with the transmission to get the capabilities of this thing off-road. I mean, they're really good. The capabilities of this rig are really high, and that's the reason why I chose it, seeing that I only had the option of using one vehicle to run this map with. So let's see if... Oh, yeah, you can definitely see we're getting some elevation here. This is good. This is really good. The only thing that's... Whoa! Alright. I was not a huge, like... I wasn't, like, feeling it with this map until I got here. Now, this is a different story. This is a, like... Dude. This is a different story. Look at that view. Okay, I get it now. I get what they're trying to go with, and I get how they've gone for that replica of the Rubicon feel. That's really good. I like it. I like it a lot. So we're going to go ahead and carry on now. But yeah, dude, that view is absolutely... That's awesome. I love any kind of map that incorporates a mountain view like that. And I was thinking to myself, it's the Rubicon Trail. They better have some sort of, like, crazy mountain view and, like, some elevation change. And in the beginning, I got to be honest, I was not really expecting much out of this map. But the further I get, whoo, the further I get, it really is looking promising here. I love the view. I really think they did a good job with that. So, going further on down this trail, got some really jagged terrain going on. Really jagged. I'm not sure how I feel about that. That's a little bit more on the side of, like I wonder how much of that was planned and how much of that was just on the fact that the editor is weird sometimes and sometimes doesn't let you do certain things. And that can just be, you know, again, that's just like editor things. That's just the map creating tool is not the most, at least from what I've heard from people that have used it, apparently it's not the most intuitive thing in the world, but so we really just whoa! The hell, we were all the way up there. We were right by that one watch point. I need to start checking my map more. Because if we're that close to a watch point, I don't want to miss one. Heading for another one. This one we better be able to find. We got to repair again. Because, like, for God's sakes, this freaking, like, rock damage, man. It's so, like, it's almost kind of overbearing, this rock damage, you know? Now we found the rock area. Now this is cool. This is... Oh, yeah. This is exactly what I was hoping to find. At least something related to an area that looked like this. Because this is what... Like, when I hear Rubicon, this is what I think of. Like, this is what comes to mind. Now, I've never actually been to the Rubicon Trail. I would love to go. Like, oh my god, that would be so insane. I would be so up for that. But, man... Like, it's a good setup. It's a really good setup. It's a good map. I like what they've done. I really do. And I know I kind of ripped on the map a little bit in the beginning of the video, and I didn't really... It's almost like I didn't really believe that it was going to be what they said it was, but there's a lot more, like, actual substance to the map than I thought there would be. And sometimes, you know, when you see a map making a claim like that, oh, it's the Rubicon Trail, you're like, sure it is. But no, it's actually, like... It's damn good. definitely a really fun map for, like, especially first time exploring. Like, first time exploring on this map is so fun. It's so fun. And I think the reason why it's so fun is because it's like, this map is always changing, right? It starts out kind of as a little, just like a little trail through the woods. And now we're in this massive open rock area that's just completely different from anything that we set out with in the beginning. So, my God, I'm so glad I have all these repair points. Because I do not give a crap about these rocks right now as I do this exploring. Yep. Oh, oops. I don't know why I did that. But regardless, we have so many repair points. Like I said before, it's not even a big deal. It's a little like, oh, that's cool. You can like use this as a little mini crawler obstacle. Not that it's very difficult or anything. I mean, this thing just walks right through it and back out of it again. But, I mean, you could hit it back in reverse even if you want. It's just like little things like that that are like, they did not need to be here on this map, but they are. And that's what matters. That's the cool part. This may be really deep. Or it might be... Okay, yeah, never mind. That's not deep. That's easy. You can never tell, though, with a lot of maps. Like, some of them are so... some of them are so deceptive on the way they structure things that you're like, I have no clue if that, you know, if that river crossing is gonna be like total doom for my vehicle or just like, you know, a little tiny creek. There we go. And again, we've got repair points. I'm not concerned. What is this, an outhouse? Oh. Whoa, this is a different landscape and layout. All of a sudden, we're in mud. I did not plan on being in mud. That's for sure. Especially when I chose this vehicle. I did not think we would have anything to do with mud while exploring this map. I mean, not in the least bit, that's for sure. And I think that, let's see. So it's just this area. So it's just like a weird little... kind of like off to the side mud pit thing. It's just kind of it's very odd. It's kind of out of character, but I think it's definitely like it's a good idea. It's a good little thing to have because it makes your map a little bit more diverse, but definitely not what I would have expected for sure. Not what I would have expected at all. But yeah, no, I really like the idea behind this map. I like the idea behind what they've decided to do. And I think that I've seen enough of the map now to kind of give more of an opinion on the map in general, or at least my thoughts on it. And let me repair this thing real quick, one more time. But yeah, my opinions on this map, I think they started out maybe not so... I mean, I was like, it's okay, but the more I explored of the map, the more I really... And I know I didn't explore the whole thing, but the more I explored, the more it really opened up to... I was like, whoa, there's a lot more here than I would have expected. So I think that they did a good job with the map, and it's not, it's definitely more realistic than I figured. It's not like super over the top, crazy crawler needed for everything, but I really do enjoy it, and I think you guys should give it a shot. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to click that like button. Tell me in the comments below what you guys thought of it, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see y'all next time. Talk to you guys later.